So, hello one and all. Hello everyone. I think the input is not by. Hello one and all. This is Jasneet Singh, a.k.a. Innovative Coder from Innovative Coder Workstation. Uh, I think the input is not the microphone. So just let me check it. Yeah. Okay. I think now it is by the microphone. Hello. 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 Still not. I think the connection is unstable. Hey Prajwal, how's you? Hello. Hello. I don't know what's happening. You can hear me. Is the voice clear? Like, is it coming from the microphone only? Because you know what, the indication shown to me is that the voice is very less. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So now I'm going to start the live session on Instagram as well. So please bear with me. There will be just like 30-second gap. Okay. Fine. So it is checking connection and we are live on Instagram as well. So if you don't know this, then this is the Innovative Live 7th session, and we do live on both Instagram as well as on YouTube, and we are live on YouTube as well as on Instagram now. So hello Instagram family, how are you everyone? Please tell me if I am audible or not. Generally the Instagram mic is very clear. Okay. Hey, hello one and all. Please tell me, am I audible or not? Thank you. Thank you, Shibin. Thank you, Shibin, for telling me. Thank you, Yas, for telling me. Hey, hello, one and all. Hello, everyone. And we are back again with another live session. Yeah, thank you. Okay, fine. So, guys, if you have any question, you can just put that in the questions area, and on YouTube also you can ask in the live chat. I'll be answering everyone. And first of all, I would like to announce that we have recorded the new podcast session with Abhijit Arya, and it would be live in a day or two. It is edited completely, and it would be live in a day or two. And we are planning for another podcast session. And if you want any specific person to be hosted on the podcast, then please let me know. Uh, hey, I can see the jolly faces over here. Android Studio versus Kotlin. Studio versus Kotlin. Android. Like, what's the comparison? If there would be comparison on Java or like Kotlin, I would have told something. Okay, so podcast on the Avijit, the podcast session which we have recorded with Mr. Avijit Arya. That's on basically like digital marketing, entrepreneurship, startups, and like technical influence in the startup area, in the startup world. And where is your coaching center, and what is this name? Bro, I don't have any coaching center. So Prajal is asking on YouTube that if I have any coaching center. I don't have any coaching center. I don't wish to like have any coaching center in future as well. I'm teaching like everything for free on YouTube, and I have a lots of content pushed out on Instagram as well. So the podcast session is hosted normally on YouTube, which is like a video podcast kind of thing. And the audio podcast is available on various platforms. So whichever platform you like, so it would be available on Google Podcast. Then there is Spotify. Then there is Savan, and then there is Speaker. I mean, like a whole lot of podcasts platform, and even on Apple Podcasts as well. Yeah. Okay. So if anyone on YouTube has any question, then you can please ask me. Okay, so somebody asked like a very different kind of comparison. Um, okay, so let me block some people on the live session. They are creating nuisance. Okay, what the hell happened? Okay. Okay. Fine. Everything's fine. Man. Yeah. Okay. So Vijay, there's a question by the Balalji Rao. Very nice name, man. And please make a podcast on Indian education system. Okay, cool, noted. Just let me note this one. Okay, Indian education system. Okay, sorry for that disturbance, but just let me take a note of this one. I'll definitely make it. That's a very good topic uh, you have told me. Indian education system, man. Education system. Done. What I will do is I won't host it alone. I would try to host it with someone else, and I would try to host it with an expert in this particular area, right? Okay, Vijay is saying, how do you manage your EC with ML and all the technologies? Okay, so Vijay, you know that I'm in EC. So first of all, I'm in now and I'm in fourth year, so there is not much problem. Like in fourth year, you don't need to go to college. At least in IP, I can see that, but I don't know about other colleges. And with what college life and college studies are just like that only. See, you are able if you are able to manage around like 70%, 75%, then that's much. That's okay. And even like you have a 6 months, so you study for last 2 months, and you are able to like just cope up with everything. So it's not much. You can easily manage doing other stuff with colleges. And even we had this podcast scheduled, like what to do in college life and what all you can do. Like I have a video on this one as well, but yeah, we have planned some complete 40 hours, 40 minutes podcast on this particular topic. Okay. And okay, so Prajwal is asking how to convince people that ML is more future-oriented thing and it's better to stay on React.js. Okay, so first of all, Prajwal, the thing is that I even have this podcast session. So it was hosted just by me. That I was given a data by some company, and that data was actually the internshala postings. So the company gave me 1 year data of internshala posting of different types of fields. And what I saw was that in machine learning there was a competition around like 1,000 people. You are competing with 1,000 people, and when I saw something which is like a React Native or React JS internship posting, then there was around like 50 applicants, or most only 60 applicants of that particular area. So competing with 1,000 people and one with 60 people, what do you think is like more easy? It's just that. And see, there is nothing like this is future or this is future. It's just that machine learning is also future. And if you have machine learning, then you need to output that would be either mobile or either web. So you need to have everything lined up, right? Okay, we have a lot of questions on YouTube this time. Uh, okay, fine. So Fortnite Mobile is asking, hello, I got infected by somewhere. Please reply to this. I need to know how it present, how to encrypt my files. Please help. Okay, first of all, I don't know about this ransomware. I might have skipped this one. But you can always seek the what is it? Cyber crime agencies advices. And then there are like various private agencies working on this particular area, on this particular field. You can seek the advices from experts over there if you have something which is like very precious for you, which costs you a lot of money, right? Okay. I don't know why your message is redirected, but it ain't showing to me. Uh, okay, I can't see your message. Fine. So this is the thing. Okay, Mrinal Mohanty is asking C++ or C sharp. C++ or sharp. How can you even compare, man? See, I always recommend if you're starting with this coding area, then always go with C++. And C sharp is kind of for Unity and game development, like you have to develop. So C sharp is particularly for that area. See, I haven't done C sharp, so I won't be commenting. I have done C++, so I can tell you about like C++. Why is C++ needed? So C++ is firstly needed when you are sitting for your interviews. So C++ and Java are the languages you need to master for when while sitting for your interviews, right? And C sharp is kind of a development. Yeah, C sharp is kind of a development area. So you need to like if you want to go into this game development area, you need to deal with this Unity platform. And on Unity platform, C sharp is the language you need to use. Okay, done. This done. uh, Hip hop. Hip hop is asking what is the best way to start learning a programming language at home? Things to study and look up. See, I have a complete video on this one. For at least for machine learning, I have given all the resources which you need to know. I have recommended books, research papers, courses. I have talked about everything. And for other languages, for I haven't made a video, but surely I would do this one as well because I need to make some videos. I have found some various good resources for this React and React JS and JS especially. So I would be sharing all of those resources with you on my YouTube channel as well as on my IGTV, which is like Instagram, YouTube kind of thing. Um, yeah. Okay. Got it. C sharp or for web development, ASP.NET Core. You want me to compare or like what? Okay, fine. Uh, the Balaji Rao time sometimes flies off like the breeze. How do you manage it? Is there any way to learn effective time management? Okay, first of all, I like first 1 year ago I watched a TED talk in which they were telling the learning curve. So it's kind of I can't show you a bell-shaped curve, and not a bell-shaped. I think it was an exponential curve. So in starting, you need a lot of time, and you know what? Generally, people stop learning after some time. So even if talk about myself, now I was in machine learning from like past 3 years. I always say this that I'm in machine learning for past 3 years. But the harsh fact is that I learned core machine learning only for 1 year, and then I was like teaching people and researching in this area. And even today as well, I am learning JavaScript. So it's just that you need to keep everything aside. Parallel processing is the key. And even if you have heard my previous podcast or previous live session, then I always talk about this parallel processing thing. So you have parallel processing in your computers, right? So what you need to do is implement that same thing in your daily life as well. So do some, parallel processing because like do one. People always say, "Na, do one thing at a time." I doesn't recommend this thing. Doing one thing at a time. Do multiple things in like durations, in shorter duration. Then that's how you can manage your time. This is that, and see, distractions and breaks are necessary. Don't make a life boring. I would say this because I have been through this and I have made my life boring in 2017. It was like a very yeah, I was enjoying my year, but I was enjoying the time, but yeah, I didn't take any breaks. And at one time, what happens is you just you just I mean like yeah, what am I talking about? So yeah. So next question, moving on to the next one. I'm studying ML course in IIT Kharagpur. Oh man, good. That's awesome. I don't know how much practical knowledge they will be giving, but yes, if you do complete NPTEL certifications, then they have pretty good value. NPTEL certifications do have very good value in the market right now, in the Indian market at least. Okay, what do you think about WordPress development? Yeah, it's good for people who don't know about coding much, but I won't recommend any coder to do this kind of stuff like WordPress development. Yeah, if you want something to be made in like a day or two and without any hosting kind of thing, then you can go with WordPress. But yes, again, that is for for non-coders. For if you are a coder, then I won't recommend that kind of stuff. WordPress. Okay. Okay. Cool. Uh, Prajwal is saying, can we start with HTML, then CSS, then JS, then going deep into Java? Okay, to be a full stack web developer. After which we do projects based on it, and then we can learn ML and AI when the situation. Okay, see, HTML, CSS, JS was good. quite convincing, and that's the way actually people who are web developers, they have started with this thing only. So they started with HTML, they did CSS, then some people stayed at CSS because in CSS there is advanced CSS as well, where you can learn more about styling things and like whatnot. And then you have this JS thing, which is for animations and like all of that stuff. So Ajax and like much stuff over there. And then in JS as well, you have like various. So for backend you have Node.js and stuff, and then you on front end you have React, Angular, and Vue, and like all of these things. But yes, again, if you but see the point you are talking about is Java. You don't need Java in like web. Yes, you can develop the backend, but I haven't seen like a Java backend anywhere. I don't know. I haven't seen any Java backend developer for web development. Okay. Yeah, NPTL only. Yes, Prajwal is asking. I mean, deep into JS, only Node, React, etc. Yes, sure. That's a very nice way. And if you talk about ML and AI, then you can always do that after. Even like if you need to do, and if you not only need, it's more about your interest. See, don't always be in this position or always be don't this way that you need to learn everything. You see, you can master one thing and know other things, but don't try to master everything. That would be like you would stand nowhere in that kind of situation. Okay. Okay, fine. So Galajira want to become a Microsoft student partner. It's great that you are a MSP. What are the roles and in what ways it can help me? See, I became NSP in last year, August. Okay, so it's been around like 1 year. I have been an MSP, but being an MSP is kind of you get recognition in college, you get recognition in the Microsoft society, but it's not much stuff, you know. But yes, if it's a tag of Microsoft, then it's good. And even if you talk about like how I became MSP, so it was just I didn't upload any kind of video for so people who are into MSP stuff know that there is kind of a video you need to upload on YouTube or on Google Drive where you can have this stuff that like where you can introduce yourself, and it's a sort of a video resume. But see, what I did was I didn't uploaded any video resume. My LinkedIn was very strong. So even if you go on my LinkedIn, you will find like I keep myself updated on LinkedIn. So first thing is that keep yourself updated on all the social media platforms. Then the other thing is that always be active in tech community. And even if you have some tech society in your college, then please do join it and please hold some executive position. So I was chairperson of like vice chairperson of my IEEE branch. So and I think that's why they recognize me. Yeah. Okay, so Dumba fella is over here. Man, how's you? Code per Charcha. Yeah, this is the name of this particular live session. Code per Charcha. Okay, so Prajwal is asking like my LinkedIn username. It's Jasneet Singh. So JASNEET hyphen SINGH hyphen ML. So you can write Jasneet Singh ML, or maybe you can write Jasneet Singh Sahani. So it would just load some profiles, and on top you would see my profile only. Okay. Uh, where do you work? I don't work anywhere, brother. I am currently a freelancer working only for myself and a student. Yeah. Okay. So Kalp is asking HTML for beginners, which YouTube channel is best? And any book you recommend for HTML? See, I won't recommend any book for HTML. HTML is good with documentation kind of stuff. And even if you like HTML is very simple, brother. So there's not much I can recommend in HTML. I didn't learn recommend HTML from anywhere. It was just like I had some preloaded templates, website templates, and I read them and I got to know about like this is HTML, these are tags and like all of the stuff. Yes, for CSS you need to learn CSS, and for JS, of course, you need to have a full-fledged course for JS. And even when you are doing a course for web development, HTML part is included in that stuff. Okay, cool. Okay, so we don't have any questions. So let's go live on Instagram with someone. Like, yeah. Hey, brother. Okay, so we have one question in. Okay, so that was answered. Let's go live with Ativ Mishra. So I'm adding Ativ Mishra. You would be hearing his voice and chat, but yeah, please don't get offended on people on YouTube. You won't be able to see his. Okay, that's weird. My live session got over. I don't know why, and the video wasn't even shared. That's a little weird. Okay, fine. So we are currently live only on YouTube. Your Telegram community is very much content loaded. Thank you, Prajwal. Thank you. Thank you for being connected, and thank you for you know being everywhere on innovative community and innovative coder page and everywhere. Thank you. And even if you need anything, you can DM me as well. And even I have this innovative.brands page on Instagram. You can join that for like discount codes and coupon codes and various stuff. Okay. Again, going live on Instagram. Let's see what happens. So there was an errand broadcast. I don't know what's happening, man. Okay. Okay, I can't go live on Instagram. I don't know what's happening. Innovative.brands. Yes, innovative.brands. It's actually regarding like I started this one because I had a lot of coupon courses. So I said like, why should I do that alone? Why shouldn't I share with all of you? And that's why I started this one. Okay, let's see if we are able to go live this time. I don't know what's happening. Okay, I am not able to go live on Instagram. Bad. Okay, Hardik is asking, I want to learn holograms. So how should I start with this? Holograms. That's a little new for me. Hardik, please explain what is hologram. Could you please explain? Okay, is Python necessary today? Yes, man, it is. See, according to me, there are only two languages which are relevant today. I mean, like there are all the languages are relevant, but these are the languages which are in demand and which would be in demand. So even if I talk about the two languages which are Python and JS. So I was trying to make a video on this one, but I wasn't getting much time for making a particular full-fledged video and then editing it. It takes a lot of time. It takes around like 3 to 4 days in pushing out a one video because you need to think about content and then you need to record the video. Then you need to edit the video. So it takes a lot of time. But Python versus JS. So I was trying to do this video because Python is present. Definitely, Python is everywhere. If you talk about web development, then there is Django. If you talk about ML and data science, then there is complete Python. Even if you talk about software apps which you have on your Windows and like that stuff, so you have Kotlin and everything for that. Even if you talk about Android, you can use PyQt and various stuff for that particular thing. But yes, Python has its limitations, and first thing, it's quite slow. Python is very slow. It's based on C++, but yes, it's very slow as compared to other languages. So that's I think the problem with the Python is. But yes, again, what JS has is JS is I think JS is very good for maths concepts. So even if you talk, even if you have heard about ML5.js or P5.js, which are the machine learning frameworks, and then TF.js, which is for TensorFlow deep learning stuff. So these all are frameworks for of deep learning for machine learning part. Oh, sorry, of JS for machine learning. And for web development, there are various frameworks, and for native platforms for iOS and Android, then there is JS. So even if you talk about React Native, then yeah, there are various stuff, Vue Native and stuff. So yes, I mean like JS is there, and currently there are very less people who are into this field JS, and there are more and more people coming. But yes, JS development is quite slow because you know what, machine learning is hype. Again, you see people everywhere talking about machine learning. Machine learning is future. Machine learning is present. There are tons and tons of job in machine learning. You tell me one single company like see people without seeing any statistics, they are talking about like machine learning has many opportunities and like whatnot. a company can work without machine learning, but they cannot work without website, right? So I have, I have recorded some podcast sessions which are only recorded by me, and they are live on my Spotify, as well as Anchor and various other platforms for podcast. So you can go over there and listen to them. So one was on Green AI, which was an experiment by me and a paper I read, which talked about like why AI is harmful for environment. I'm not talking about like AI apocalypse, but I'm talking about why the carbon footprint AI has, right? So even if you are not able to understand this thing right now, you would be able to understand once you listen to that podcast and read the research paper related to that. And then yes, I have another video where I talked about like AI versus React Native and like React and JS stuff. And yes, I would be making some more podcasts. So see, podcast thing is very easy to do now, because you just need to plug in your mic and you need to speak. So I don't need any makeup or stuff, because in live session also, and even for making a video, you need to edit the stuff and like do all of that thing. Podcast is like 10 minutes, you record and upload. So it's quite easy to make. Yeah. Okay. I want to learn Python, Node versus Django versus React for my website. What would you recommend? See, that depends on what website you are working on, what product you are working on. In any case, I think, yeah. See, there are like various stuff you can do. So if you have a startup, if you have a company which is just starting, so you can hire Django developers or you can learn Django, because see, the learning time for learning Node is much greater than learning time for Django, because Python is easy. So for Node, you need to learn first JS, then you need to learn that particular framework, which is like Node or maybe like whatnot, right? And Node and React you can't compare, because Node is backend and React is front end, right? In even Django, you can compare Node versus Django. And I would say that if you're starting with something and you need to just push out your product really quick, then go with Django. And I haven't seen any problems with Django. But yes, if you are learning something for internships and jobs, I would say go with Node, because there are many companies which are just shifting to Node, and Node is something which is future. So, but Django is not. I haven't seen. I was just searching AngelList. AngelList is another internship platform, and I didn't found around like more than one internship posting for Django. Yeah, that's the harsh fact. Okay. Prajwal is asking, can you suggest some people where we can get different types of content? Like I follow Varun for startup, Shashank for finance, Tanay for coding. Any more suggestions? Okay, cool. So these all people are related to Meta Startup, which is in touch with me as well. So I got to know about Varun Maya from for like past 6 months. I am reading his books and just digesting his content. His Meta Startup videos, I have seen all of them. Then even if you talk about Shashank, I have seen all of his videos related to stock markets and mutual funds and all that stuff. Tane and me are in constant chat on Instagram, so we talk various things about like React JS and stuff related to that. And yes, so some more people, so people I follow, I don't reveal this thing, but yes, I would be doing this thing for first time. So my ideal in sales is Grant Cardone. So even if you won't have heard about him, you can just search. So he is the number one salesman by Forbes. His name is Grant Cardone, Cardone, Grant Cardone. He is building his empire. He is a millionaire right now, and he is approaching to a billion net worth. So you can follow him. Then there is Tai Lopez. Tai Lopez is my ideal. Whenever I see myself 5 years or 6 years down the line, I always like see myself in his shoes, right? So you can follow Tai Lopez, and Tai Lopez has some great content, some serious content which you won't find anywhere in the world right now. So these are the people. Then you can follow Jordan Belfort. Jordan Belfort is this is the guy from the Wolf of Wall Street movie, and he has like I learned from him the convincing. So I was very much into like naive kind of a guy 1 year back. I didn't know how to convince someone or how to deal with sales and marketing and stuff. And yes, I have learned a lot from him. So Jordan Belfort is the guy. Then there is Avijit Arya and Pat Flynn, who are really doing this digital marketing stuff. And so Avijit Arya is into more of kind of digital marketing for hotels, and Pat Flynn is a guy who is into this like complete digital marketing, so SEO, SEM, and stuff related to that. Uh, yeah. So these are, yeah. This is there. Then there is Russell Brunson. Russell Brunson is for what you call is developing sales funnels. So in sales you have these funnels. So Russell Brunson is the guy who builds an awesome funnels. Then for motivation, I don't follow Sandeep Maheshwari. I follow Jay Shetty. Sandeep Maheshwari is good, but yes, I find his talks to be hypothetical. I don't know why, but yes. So I follow Jay Shetty. Then there is a monk. I don't remember the name. Sam Qureshi. Yeah, Sam Qureshi. So I follow Sam Qureshi. Uh, yep. These are the people. And if you want to, just if you want something specific, you can just tell me. I might would be forgetting like one or two. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So Hardik is asking, a hologram is like a 3D projection of a object. Example, if you are not present at a place, you can use your hologram as a substitute. Uh, See, that kind of technology, I don't think it is possible right now. Yes, AR and VR are possible. I know what is hologram, but you're talking about hologram to a coder. So I would be, telling it like, is it possible or not right now? I don't find anyone, doing this hologram thing. I have heard this for first time. I don't know how, but yeah, man, like I don't have any idea about this particular area. Sorry. Okay, so Kalp is asking why you get offline on Insta. Yeah, see, I don't know what happened. Uh, I didn't wanted to go offline, but I don't know what just happened. I was doing a very good live session on Instagram, but oh shoot, yeah, okay, fine. But where now also when I click on go live, it just checks the connection, says that sorry, there's a issue with your broadcast connection. I don't know what is happening. Um, and even I was not able to share my podcast. Oh, sorry, share my live session. I don't know what's happening. Okay, Kalb is asking, I want to build a website for blogging, but only with coding. Which language you recommend? A simple website only. Go with see. Don't go with WordPress first of all. See, if you are not a coder, then you can go with WordPress. But for without WordPress, you would find a lots and lots of free templates out there which you can use, and just you need to host them on your. So you must be talking about a static page. There is no backend, right? I am assuming that. So you can just host it on cPanel. So you can find a video. There are a lot of great videos like how to host your website on cPanel. Just host it, and you're good to go, man. You are connected with the www. Yep. Okay. Hey, hey, Shri Saran, Saran Raj. Sorry, man, if I pronounced your name wrong, but I'm not able to read it. Sorry, man. I'm very bad with names. Please don't mind it. Okay, so Prajwal, can you make a platform where your active followers, can go for open discussion? So what we build network and shipments. See, I have this community on Telegram. Like, actually, I want this to happen, but it's just that I'm not able to find something. Like I don't want to give my personal number to people. I don't know I know what problems people have earlier faced. So when I was in talk with the technical sapien, he told me like why he hides his identity and what all can happen. So I don't want to reveal my number, but yes, if you suggest me something else, I would be most happy to just have a chat with all of you. Okay, so Shri is asking, recommend me an ML project for hackathon. Okay, so you are currently in a hackathon and you are asking me for a project. Fine, uh, cool. So you can. So the easiest one I can recommend right now is uh, just just have some data from Kaggle and do some machine learning on that part and present something which is which can be used in production, which can be used in daily life. That's the easiest thing you can do. Okay, so Himanshu is asking, make a Slack community. The problem of numbers give. Yeah, man. Yes, but I haven't. See, I have used Slack only when I was selected in Udacity scholarship. I haven't used Slack anywhere like for anything else. But yes, you recommend this Slack thing. I would definitely want to look. This one, Slack community. Right. So I would be making a Slack community very soon. Okay, so where please type name or username of the ones you suggest now or on stories in your Instagram. Please do it later on. Okay, sure. I would do that. I would write all of the names and I would even tag all of them. Though they won't see my tag, like they are a lot of busy people. But yes, I would do that. Okay. Uh, what about the Facebook community page or on Discord? Yes, I was thinking of Discord, like have something kind of voice chat or something, on Discord. But Discord was very new for me. I downloaded it on my Mac. I didn't download it on my mobile phone, but I didn't find anything useful on that particular platform. So they were all gamers on Discord, and I just like uninstalled that one. Okay. Uh, Rohan is asking how important is competitive programming and is it apt to do it during my third year of BE? Competitive programming is very essential. First of all, I would like to tell you this thing. Data structures are important, but yes, competitive programming is very important. See, even if you have interest in competitive programming, then just go for it. I'm damn sure if you do competitive programming for 2 or more years, you would be placed in a very good company. I'm damn sure. Yeah, Himanshu, I don't know what is happening, but your messages are getting redirected. Please, if you are using some spamming words, please don't use them. Please change your content and just type the question. So Shri is asking, I am currently learning algorithms and data structures, but I don't know how to approach a problem statement, especially the problems in algorithms. Practice, buddy. The only solution is practice. And see, one thing I learned in my first year only when I was just starting with coding, I started with data structures and I started with data structures. So what I did was I was taught by a very great person who was known as name is Ankush sir. So Ankush Singh sir is the CEO of Coding Ninjas, and I was taught by him. And that was the last batch he taught for C++. Like now he teaches online only. So the thing I learned, and that was the master key for me at least, was that use this pen and this paper first for solving the logic. So first make the logic, and if you are able to solve something on paper now, you are able to code it. You would be able to code it. So always don't just read a question and start typing. Just think for it for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then do it. Okay, Prajwal is asking Facebook page. Facebook page, yes, we do have a Facebook page, but we don't have a Facebook group. Fine. Yes, we can do a Facebook group thing. Facebook group. Done. So we would be having a Facebook group as well. So I would first see like how the Slack, Slack processes are done, Slack threads, I think they are called, how a Slack thread is made and what all we can do on Slack. And then we would, if it is suitable, then I would share that on my story. And if not, then I would be making a Facebook group. Okay, so live only for 2 more minutes, please. I need to go somewhere else. I have a meeting scheduled. So I would be live only for 1 more minute. And yes, so Prajwal is asking, do you have a team that work for you or just, man, very difficult question. See, I do it on my own, but yes, so there are some people who do help me, but they work only for like backend stuff. They they're not on the front. So most of the things are managed by me only. So I currently am handling around like 3 pages. So one is this one, Innovative Coder, and then there is Innovative Coders like present everywhere. So even if you type on it on Google, you will find many platforms where Innovative Coder community is established. Then I have another page which is for motivation. So it is the name is Stay Motivated and Focused. It's on Instagram. It has around like 11K followers, 11.1K, sorry. And yeah, the third one is innovative.brands, where I share these Udemy courses and stuff. Okay. Mrityunjay is asking, can you suggest anything for mobile development using Kotlin? For mobile application development using Kotlin, go for Udemy course. There is a very good Udemy course. I don't know the name of the course and nor the teacher, but yes, there is one which is which teaches everything in depth. So go for it. VS Code or Atom, which one you prefer? I started with Sublime, then shifted to Atom, and now I'm on VS Code, and I'm really loving it. VS Code is something, if you know JS, you can make your own themes, make your own mods, and do some kind of weird stuff in VS Code. So VS Code is super awesome. Please come live again in this. Lots of things. Okay, buddy. I don't know. I am not able to commit this. See, the problem with me is now that I'm not able to commit something because we as freelancers don't have a fixed schedule. So if I have 2 or 3 projects, I won't be able to come live. But yes, I would try my best to come live again. And on every Sunday we do have live sessions, and even I have partnered with the Meme Coding. If you know, there is another page on Instagram, Meme Coding. He would be doing his first face off after 100 day on my page only. So we would be having a joint live session on Instagram. And see, Prajwal, if you have any question, you can just ping me on Instagram, and I would be happy to answer you. Isn't it better to use Flutter than Kotlin? No. So see, Flutter is for native development, I know, but yes, Flutter is quite unstable. Flutter 2.0, if I talk about, and Flutter 1.0, there is no company which is backing Flutter 1.0. I don't find anyone. Okay, Prajwal, I'll definitely share the names I have just said. Okay, so this was 42 minutes innovative live 7th session code page Charcha, and I would be just calling off the session for now. We had some issues with Instagram as well. I don't know what happened. I would be resolving that, and we would be live back on next Sunday definitely. I love talking to you all. So bye bye. Goodbye.